Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Suhei with Suhei Plans, and it's been a little while since I've uploaded a video, and things have really just been insane. My family and I officially became homeowners, and we had to move, and we still moved in our same town. But if anyone has been through that process of home ownership, you'll know it's a lot. And then on top of all of that stress, then there's the stress of moving, along with two small children in tow. But I've still been planning all through that time, and I've made some changes to accommodate kind of the hecticness of it all, and I wanted to share. I was in the Paper Test Designs B6 yearly notebook, and I was using this planner to explore, to kind of see what I was kind of interested in the size, interested in the book, and I thought it might be an interesting product to explore. And I did use it a little bit. I have used it for different functions, different purposes, and nothing really has quite felt right. I'm kind of fearing the fact that maybe this size would only work for me as a journal and not really for planning. And initially I was using this for social media, but the daily pages were just too much for that function. So I'm not going to be using this anymore, and I'm actually moving on to the Sterling ink standard size booklets that I purchased before I realized that this standard size planner was coming out. And I'm jumping in to the horizontal weekly inserts for social media instead. And, I kind of used it at the beginning of the year for work, skipped a couple of weeks in between, and now I've kind of picked it back up again, changing its purpose. This is kind of one of the nice things about having more planners than you initially need. I know that can be wasteful, and that promotes a lot of consumerism, but it's been nice to just be able to play around with different options as I feel like my needs change, or when my planning decisions didn't quite go as planned. And so I am enjoying something compact, light, just a few pages. I have like a notebook here as well, good ink impressions notebook for some notes. So this is working well, and I get to dust off these booklets inserts that I wasn't using otherwise. So I'm excited for that. So before, in the video prior to this, I was using the A5 Novelty Planner as a way to kind of do my daily planning and see my week all in one, just to kind of save time from doing daily pages. And I was using this from the end of March through about mid-April or so. Yep, end of April. And then I felt like I needed to change course and do something different. So as you see, the planning style changes. Pardon, I have to cough. The planning style changes pretty abruptly from the end of April to May. And around this time, probably early April, I really started getting the itch for trying personal rings. And it was around the end of April. By the end of April, I had decided to just jump into rings planners. And I'm going to be using this, and you can kind of see where my brain is at here. But I'm thinking of using this planner as a summer, let me kind of backtrack. I want to use this for my kids and our summer plans. My kids we're not doing summer camp this year. We're kind of adjusting financially. I'll be at home. My husband works remotely, and I'll be at home some days of the week. And so I'm using this to kind of plan out like an at-home summer camp for my kids for the months of June and July. And so I'm still kind of playing around with what this looks like, but I want to have like activities for each day, an itinerary for them to follow. And I'm still playing with what that will look like. And that's something just that's really nice about very flexible planners like these. I can change it up, use them for different purposes if my needs change or if I have other ideas or desires. These planners are so flexible and will allow me to do that. So I'm really excited to kind of share what that will look like in the coming weeks. My kids officially end school after Memorial Day. So that's when I'm really going to start jumping into this. And I need to do more work on that first week of their time off, because I want it to be as meaningful as possible, you know, without having to pay the expense of summer camp. So I defected from the A5 Nolte for a personal rings planner. I did a review of this cover. This is a sweet planner cover in espresso and sakura pink. And I've just been using this planner as like my main everyday carry for a couple of weeks now. And I apologize for the glare. And this has been really nice. I think the fact that I'm so busy, I'm so on the go, there's so much happening, we're moving, you know, from one place to another, that having something compact and portable and easy to kind of reference and pull out when I need has been very, very, very handy for me in this move. I'm recycling a lot of inserts and I have printables in here, you know, so I'm also keeping things as low cost as I can. But this has been just a nice change of pace. And again, more portable. I can throw really this anywhere in comparison to this pretty big A5 planner. And really, you know, that's what planning is about. Having your system work for you when you need, right? When things change. And so those are kind of the major changes that I've made in my planning routine as of late. There is a focus on doing less, and a focus on portability and rethinking and reimagining some of the things that are already existing in my stash. I am hoping in the next couple of weeks to be able to post another video about setting up my kids' summer camp and what that planning kind of looks like. And I'm also looking forward to sharing a review of some academic planners that I've been picking up in an attempt to try to figure out what 2025 might look like. And I know that's a little early, but I think the way that planner releases work nowadays and pre-ordering, the early bird does get the worm. So stay tuned. I hope everybody's been well. I'm looking forward to more regular sharing on my channel again. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down in the chat. See you guys soon.